We begin with the winter storm hitting the Northeast right now. Up to a foot of snow is expected in some parts. Over 1,000 flights already canceled, along with the possibility of coastal flooding.
This is a live picture from the ABC road cam on the current conditions in New Jersey. We have team coverage starting with Ginger in Fort Lee, New Jersey. Good morning to you, Ginger.
Morning to you, Robin. You know, you can't see Manhattan on the other side of the George Washington Bridge, so we know that this snow is flying. It is hitting those roads and making it super slick. Go 45 miles north of where I'm standing. They've already had about a half foot, so the highest total still will look north of us, but we are going to just see this in the worst possible time, the morning commute. Overnight, wet, heavy snow beginning to blanket parts of the East Coast. Millions from Kentucky up through the Northeast bracing for the biggest snowstorm in 2 years. The snow disrupting the I-95 corridor just as the morning commute gets underway.
This is expected to be a short duration winter storm that has the potential to be high impact.
Some coastal communities in Massachusetts bracing for their most impactful tide in 6 years. The storm forcing millions of kids to stay home. Boston canceling classes, New York City going remote.
It's going to be remote learning day. That's one of the things that came out of COVID-19. We could continue the educational process.
Some New York City parents scrambling.
You know, we have a newborn and 2 school-age kids at home. It's just a lot to manage.
And in Pennsylvania, the DOT is all hands on deck after a lackluster winter so far. Ken Ringer owns Albright Hardware in Allentown. He says his shop, which sells salt, shovels, and snowblowers, is ready.
We look forward to snowfalls. Last couple of years, there hasn't been any amount of snow or anything.
And that's just the thing. When you say the biggest snowstorm in years, all we need in New York City is 3 inches to be the biggest, because we haven't had a snowstorm more than that since February 2022. Allentown has only had 10 inches. They're 10 inches short of where they should be to date. New York City is 16 inches in deficit of snow for this season alone. So let's go ahead and look at that radar so you can see how clearly the back end of this wraps up. So it's going to be quick. I think we're all done by noon. I'll time it out for you so you can kind of see who gets what when. I know Boston's just going to get into it in the next couple of hours, but look how fast it moves. Even with an inch or 2 per hour, it is not going to add up as much in some of those places unless you're in that heavier band, Hudson Valley over into Connecticut and southeastern Massachusetts. Look at the timing there, 6 p.m. Everybody's clear. So I also want to point you to those other impacts, including the 40-mile-per-hour winds and the coastal flooding. Those are all going to be a part of how this impacts everybody. But again, if you can avoid driving this morning, by this afternoon, things should be much better. Michael?
All right, at least some good news out of this, Ginger. Thank you for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.